Hi, I am Haley. I am 21 years old. My parents started regularly coming when I was about 5. I went to preschool here. I've met some of my very best friends here. This is my home, basically. I was baptized originally when I was 13. I don't believe I was saved. I don't think I fully understood what I was doing and what baptism actually meant. I was diagnosed with ADHD. And back when I was growing up, that was super stigmatized. Before being diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, I just thought that I was going crazy. I'd pull away. I would stop being friends with somebody just on a whim, just because I was oh, they probably hate me. And so that trickled into anorexia. And then I became even more anxious. People thought I was ugly because I was so skinny. Then with anorexia, you get really depressed. Around my middle teenage years to early adult, I started having a lot of doubts. I first just started asking hey, what does the Bible say about homosexuality? Does the Bible say anything about mental health struggles? Does the Bible say anything about suicide? Does it say anything about that? And then if it does, what does it say? There was somebody in the church one time who told me that I can't think this way or ever have a doubt or else I'm going to hell. Having a lot of friends who are homosexuals and then having a lot of friends who are atheists or non-believers and then being told if you're friends with them, you're also going to hell. It kind of was then I don't want to be part of something if I have to pick and choose. I have to choose a belief over having friends. And I needed friends. So not having friends was not an option for me. I eventually left for a while. The phrase be more like Jesus, who was a perfect person, kind of played in my head a lot because I was not a perfect person. And so wanting to strive to be like that, I got angry at myself because I was never gonna get there. And so because of that, I did take it out on myself, was self-harming or doing stuff I shouldn't have been doing, drinking and smoking. Before I was of age to even do anything, because it was an outlet to make me stop feeling things, so it didn't hurt as bad. So I didn't have to think about, oh, I'm missing something, but it's probably religion and I don't want to go back to that, so I'm gonna do this instead. I was sitting in one of my friends' houses and I got really overwhelmed and I was under the influence and I went into my car. I just kept thinking oh, I don't want to be here anymore. I just want to kill myself. And it was to a point where I probably could have done it. Just nothing else was changing in my head. I was just no, I want to kill myself. I don't want to be here anymore. And it was probably really loud in my head for probably 20 minutes, and then I don't even know what happened, but for some reason it just stopped. And I just felt really calm and really just at peace. I just started crying because I was confused as to why I was feeling like this. And then I looked at my phone to look at the time, and a Bible verse was popping up. The verse of the day popped up, and it was Jeremiah 29:11. And it was just telling me I have a purpose, even though I didn't feel like I had a purpose. After that, I just started crying, and then I just started thinking, and I was maybe I should try and go back, just give it another chance. I went a Sunday. For some reason, the message just started talking to me. Started developing a better relationship with my family in general. I stopped being such a meanie to all my friends. And then I believe I told my mom that I wanted to start helping out with the youth group somehow. We got me to volunteer for Wednesday nights. It's really nice to be able to share with them everything that I've dealt with. Instead of giving them a stupid answer, it's no, I've been through exactly what you're dealing with. So here's how I dealt with it. Don't do that. Here's how I should have dealt with it. Do that instead. I think that the faith I have now is actual faith. And it's not just me living off of my parents' faith and them just feeding me what they know. I feel a lot calmer than I used to be. I got professional help that I needed, and then I also am back into this home that I had for a long time that I walked away from, being surrounded by people who love me. I don't beat myself up as much as I used to. Even people that I don't really talk to have recently said, like, you have changed a lot, like, what's happened? I've learned that God is not this big scary being. He's not this person who's going to send me to hell because I had a bad thought about who he is. It really feels like I have, like, I know he's a father figure, but it's also like he's like a friend. I just feel like he was like always like there, like pushing these people to tell me that they still love me, pushing these people to tell me they're still there for me. Now that I have accepted God into my heart and have allowed God to work in me and to change who I am to be reflective of him, I definitely think that baptism would be the next step, even though it's already happened. I think that's gonna happen correctly this time. So I think that if I do it again, it would mean what it's supposed to mean. And that is why I want to get baptized.
Bailey Dalton, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.